Hey guys, it's Kirby. I'm a first year staff this summer, and the biggest focus that I've had is prayer. So I wanted to share a little bit of what I've learned with you guys. I'm gonna start off by telling a little story. So it goes: there's this man, and there's a huge storm that's coming. It's raining, it's pouring. There's old men, and they're snoring. Um, the water is getting huge. It's all over the news. People are evacuating. Um, and the man says, I believe in God, I'm going to pray, and God's going to come save me. So he doesn't evacuate with everyone else, and it gets worse and worse. The water's rising, it starts leaking into his house, but he's very confident. And then he hears a knock at the door, and he opens the door, and it's a police officer. And the police officer says, hey, come with me, I can get you out of here. We are evacuating people, it's not safe for you to be here. And the man says, nope, God's going to save me. So the police officer leaves, and the water keeps rising up until the point that man has to go to the second story of his house because the water has filled his living room. And a boat comes and sees the man upstairs through the window, and he says, hey, we can get you out of here, we can save you, don't worry about it, like, you're fine, come on. And the man says, no, I believe in God, I'm praying, God's gonna save me. This continues until the man's all the way up on his roof, and a helicopter comes in and says, hey, we can save you, come with us please, you're gonna die if you stay here. And the man says, no, I've been praying, God's gonna save me. And eventually the man drowns, and he gets to heaven, and he meets God, and he says, God, why didn't you save me? And God looks at the man, and he says, I tried to save you. I tried to save you multiple times. I sent a police officer, I sent a boat, and I sent a helicopter, all for you. This story has stuck with me for a long time because I think, for me at least, through all the stories in the Bible, I think a lot of times we get the idea in our heads that God can only answer us through these magnificent acts or a big booming voice from the sky or some miracle, but God can answer our prayers in tons of different ways. Maybe an action happens in your life, or a person gets put into your life to teach you a lesson or to help better you. We can't pretend that we know what God's going to do. I think that prayer is something that we also think we can only do at certain times, or we're only supposed to do it right before dinner, right before bed, or right when we wake up, or when something bad's going on. I know I get in the habit of putting prayer off until I need something, and I've been reading a lot about prayer, and I think that we need to start talking to God like our best friend. Tell him everything. When you see a beautiful view like this on White Top, you just take a moment and say thank you, God, for this wonderful place you've created. When something bad happens, ask him for strength, ask him for peace. When you see a friend of yours or a family member or someone you don't even know going through something hard, it just takes a second to be like, hey God, please help this person. I think the more that we talk to God, the more our relationship with God grows, and the less weight will be on our shoulders. That's what I've been trying to do this summer, and it's worked wonders for me so far. This is a little bit funny, but it's a way that I was taught to pray at my youth group in Pensacola, and it goes, this is how you should pray. First you say, you're awesome, God, we suck, thanks for loving us anyway, and then can I have an iPhone for Christmas? So this shows you loving God and knowing how good God is, and then acknowledging that we're not perfect. Then again telling God how amazing he is and how we're so lucky that he loves us even through our faults, and then finally ending with the needs of yourself and others. I want to end by reading a verse, Philippians 4:6, and it goes, don't worry about anything, instead pray about everything. Tell God your needs, and don't forget to thank him for his answers. I just want to challenge everyone to pray more and see what it does for you. I'm going to end with a prayer. Dear God, thank you for this life that you've given us. You're so amazing, and I don't know what we would do without you. Please keep us safe and healthy, and keep us on your path even though we mess up all the time. Please help us to pray more and grow closer relationship to you.